ass because I sat up there and said, hey, how you going to ignore Caitlin Clark? You know what she brings to the table. How you just going to ignore her? That's not an accident. Cheryl Swoopes is a champion. A champion. Look at her tweet and what she put up about me. You talk about whomever and whatever you want to on your podcast, correct? So why can't I? Also, did you listen to the entire episode? Nope. I have a personal relationship with these players, and they deserve recognition as well. That ain't the point, Cheryl Swoopes. Yes, I did listen to your entire podcast. You didn't mention Caitlin Clark. So I was right, number one.
From sinking impossible threes to making history in the LPGA, Caitlin Clark keeps leaving everyone stunned, except Cheryl Swoopes, who always has something to say. But with Caitlin's record-breaking LPGA deal, it looks like Cheryl might finally be eating her words and maybe shedding a tear or two.
You know, I've known Cheryl since she was in college. I helped do her shoe deal with Nike in 1993, took her to her first ESPYs. I've known Cheryl, I've coached her, have a lot of respect for her. I called her when Caitlin was still playing at Iowa and she had just broken Maravich's record. And it was all over the place, as you and I have discussed, that, you know, there was this quote by Cheryl that said, you know, Caitlin was, 25 years old. She was, 24 years old. She was a fifth-year senior. Right. She was taking 40 shots a game. Her records were illegitimate. And I got off the treadmill and I called her as a friend. And I said, you can say whatever you want. You can have your own opinion about anybody, but you do have to get the statistics right.
Caitlin Clark is making waves yet again. After conquering the basketball court, she's now breaking barriers as the first dual sport athlete to land a multi-million-dollar LPGA deal. Golf courses are buzzing, fans are over the moon, and sponsors can't get enough. But, as always, not everyone is thrilled. Enter Cheryl Swoopes, WNBA icon turned vocal critic, leading the charge against Caitlin. This time, though, her digs have gone from petty to outright cringeworthy.
A redirected pass, Clark from Schenectady. Wheels around, evades Van Lith, and my good.
Let's take a step back. Cheryl Swoopes has built a reputation for tearing others down, especially Caitlin Clark. She's called her overrated, lucky, and even questioned her place in the WNBA. But here's the plot twist. Caitlin didn't just silence her critics on the court. She's outshining them in entirely new arenas. Cheryl claimed Caitlin couldn't cut it in the WNBA. Yet here Caitlin is, signing multi-million-dollar deals with top brands. Make it make sense. This LPGA deal isn't just historic. It's a direct message to every critic, Cheryl included. To put things in perspective, Caitlin's LPGA earnings dwarf Cheryl's entire WNBA career earnings. Sources say Cheryl was shocked and even emotional when the news broke, and honestly, who wouldn't be? Imagine spending years tearing someone down, only to watch them surpass you in every way possible. Caitlin Clark is redefining what it means to be a trailblazer in women's sports, and the future is hers.
Shouldn't be playing that hard against Caitlin. What?
They ain't never played.
No, let me finish.
No, not that part.
No, but let me finish. Mm-hmm. Because that has been said.
Mm-hmm.
They should be grateful. They should be thankful. They shouldn't go hard against her. Bullshit.
Yes. Yeah.
Because my question is that what y'all do? When, not you, I'm just saying, when a rookie or even if it's a player from overseas, whoever, when they come into the league and you're looking at them like, oh, well, that's a rookie, so let him or her just do what they want to do because they're...
Caitlin Clark has done it again, shattering records, breaking barriers, and proving why she's one of the most dynamic athletes of our time. After dominating basketball, she's now making history with a record-breaking LPGA deal, securing her place as a dual sport legend. Fans are ecstatic, sponsors are flocking, and the world is buzzing. But amidst all the applause, there's one voice that refuses to join the celebration: Cheryl Swoopes. For years, Cheryl has been one of Caitlin's loudest critics, calling her overrated, questioning her place in the WNBA, and downplaying her success at every turn. And now, instead of acknowledging Caitlin's groundbreaking achievements, Cheryl continues to stir the pot. Social media isn't letting it slide either. One fan tweeted, Cheryl Swoopes is the definition of bitter. Caitlin Clark stays winning. Another added, imagine hating someone so much they use it as fuel for greatness. Thanks for the assist, Cheryl. But let's not get it twisted. This isn't just petty criticism. It's a glaring double standard. Cheryl has openly celebrated athletes like Angel Reese for their confidence and swagger, praising their unapologetic approach to the game. Yet when Caitlin Clark exhibits the same fire and passion, it's suddenly a problem. Why the inconsistency? Caitlin and Angel are both incredible athletes, bringing energy and excitement to their respective sports. Both trash talk, both celebrate, but only one gets labeled cocky. Fans are calling it out, with one tweeting, "Why does Cheryl praise Angel Reese for her confidence, but tear down Caitlin Clark for the same thing?" Hypocrisy at its finest. Some argue Cheryl's critique stems from deeper biases, painting Caitlin as an outsider in the world of women's sports, while celebrating others as authentic representatives of the culture. But here's the truth. Caitlin Clark's achievements aren't just about personal success. They're about expanding what's possible for women in sports. Her LPGA deal isn't just a win for her. It's a win for every young athlete dreaming big. And Caitlin, she's not letting the hate slow her down. Whether it's draining a three from 30 feet or signing autographs for adoring fans, she continues to show grace and resilience. Her response to the criticism, let her game do the talking, and it speaks volumes. Meanwhile, Cheryl's refusal to celebrate Caitlin's success sends a troubling message that greatness is a zero-sum game. But it doesn't have to be. Supporting one athlete doesn't mean tearing another down. Women's sports thrive when all athletes are celebrated, not pitted against each other. In the end, Caitlin Clark is doing what she does best, rewriting the rules and proving that success doesn't need anyone's permission. Cheryl, maybe it's time to put down the mic, step off Twitter, and recognize greatness when you see it. Caitlin Clark has once again redefined what it means to be a woman in sports. She's breaking barriers, shattering records, and inspiring millions, whether Cheryl Swoopes likes it or not. From her jaw-dropping performances on the court to her game-changing multi-million-dollar endorsement deal with Gainbridge, Caitlin is solidifying her place as one of the most influential athletes of our time. This isn't just another endorsement deal. It's a groundbreaking partnership that positions Caitlin as the face of sports, smart investments, and forward-thinking innovation. Gainbridge, a financial giant known for backing major events like the Indianapolis 500 and LPGA tournaments, has bet big on Caitlin. The deal not only cements her mainstream appeal, but also highlights her growing influence beyond sports. While fans, analysts, and brands are celebrating Caitlin's meteoric rise, Cheryl Swoopes seems less thrilled. The WNBA legend, once a trailblazer herself, has made her disdain for Caitlin abundantly clear. From calling her overhyped to nitpicking her demeanor, Cheryl has repeatedly downplayed Caitlin's achievements. But the question remains, why? Caitlin Clark is earning a level of recognition that Cheryl never saw during her playing days, and that's a tough pill to swallow. Cheryl Swoopes was undeniably a pioneer, the first player signed to the WNBA and a Hall of Famer, but she never reached the same heights of mainstream fame or financial success that Caitlin now commands. What's more, Cheryl's double standard is glaring. She's been quick to champion players like Angel Reese, celebrating their confidence and swagger, yet she tears down Caitlin for displaying the same qualities. It's not just hypocritical, it's divisive. Caitlin Clark represents something Cheryl struggles to accept, an athlete breaking barriers she never could. Caitlin is more than just a basketball star,